A serial accident between two Volvo buses have caused a major traffic snarl on NH4. The people in the auto have been injured and have been admitted to a local hospital. The accident has resulted in a major traffic jam in the area. I understand that two Volvo buses have been involved in the particular accident, and it was a collision between a truck, an auto and the two Volvo buses. We understand that whoever was in the auto, those people have been injured and they have been admitted to a local hospital. In fact, the accident occurred after the tanker lorry rammed into the auto. The Volvo buses that were behind the lorry lost control and tried to avoid ramming into the tanker, leading to the accident. And of course, let's listen to what one of the eyewitnesses had to say about this incident.
ಸರ್, ಗಾಡಿಗಳು ಬಹಳ ಈ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲಿ ಬೆಳಗಿನ ಜಾವ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲಿ ವಾಲ್ವಗಳಂತೂ ಖಂಡಿತ ಭಾರಿ ಸ್ಪೀಡಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತವೆ. ಇದನ್ನ ಸರ್ಕಾರ ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ಇದನ್ನ ಸ್ಪೀಡ್ನ ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ವಾಲ್ವಾ ಬಸ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ. ಯಾಕೆಂದ್ರೆ ಇದೇ ಸ್ಪೀಡ್ನಲ್ಲೇ ಅನಾಹುತಗಳು, ಬೆಂಕಿಗಳು ಅದು ಇದು ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು. ಅದನ್ನ ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ಸರ್ಕಾರದವರು ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಹಾಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು 4 ಗಾಡಿಗಳು ಒಂದರಿಂದ ಬಂದವೆ. ಒಂದು ಮುಂದೆಗಡೆ ಗಾಡಿ ಏನೋ ಟ್ಯಾಂಕರ್ ಗಾಡಿ ಬ್ರೇಕು ಇಲ್ಲ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ. ಆ ಗಾಡಿಗೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ವಾಲ್ವ ಬಂದಿದೆ, ಹೊಡೆದಿದೆ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಅದರಿಂದಗಡೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ವಾಲ್ವ ಹೊಡೆದಿದೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮುಂದೆ ಒಂದು ಆಟೋ ಹೊಡೆದಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಆಟೋದಲ್ಲಿ ಇಬ್ಬರಿಗೆ ಅನಾಹುತ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಏಟಾಗಿದೆ. ಅವ್ರನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಇವಾಗ ಆಂಬ್ಯುಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ 3 ಜನ ಆಸ್ಪತ್ರೆಗೆ ಕಳಿಸ್ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅನಾಹುತಗಳು 4-5 ಗಾಡಿಗಳು ಅನಾಹುತ ಸಂಭವಿಸಿದೆ.
Well, eyewitness going on to tell us that this particular tanker had rammed into an auto in front of it, and the buses that were following had to swerve off to ensure that they did not hit the lorry, and that's what led to a lot more confusion. This is, of course, NH4, so you can understand that a lot of people are going by very fast here. So once the tanker lorry rammed into the auto, they both came to a standstill, and the buses, to avoid ramming into the lorry, swerved, and one of them hit the median while the other managed to stop on the other side. We understand that a few people are injured, but for more information I'm joined in by my colleague Verghese over the phone line. Verghese, any word on how many people were injured and their condition as of now?
Well, at present, what the localites are saying, there are 3 people who were injured and they've been sent on an ambulance to a local hospital, while the other 2 are suspected to have a little serious injuries. One of them is supposed to have got minor injuries. The incident occurred when a tanker lorry, in fact, on that particular highway, rammed into an auto. Seeing the accident in front of them, the 2 Volvo drivers, in fact, tried to avoid hitting the tanker lorry, and that is why they went straight on the divider and clashed with each other. The buses belong to Casineni and another bus belongs to SRS Travels. A lot of passengers were also on that. One was returning from Andhra Pradesh while the other was coming in from Tamil Nadu. So at present, what it looks like is that a serial accident has taken place, and in fact the locals came onto the scene, and they have in fact been helpful, and they've been able to in fact restore some kind of normalcy over there. But still, at present, it is very difficult to travel, especially on NH4, because the canter lorry is still parked over there, and the buses are haywire and on the divider. The locals have informed the police, and the police said that they will be coming with heavy lifting equipment to remove the bus as well as the lorries from the place so that it can be sent for repair works. But at present, there are huge traffic snarls that are there on that NH4. In fact, it is also the accident occurred on that particular highway next to Bommanahalli. A lot of buses ply through that place. A lot of interstate buses and trucks are coming through that way, because of which the movement of traffic has in fact stopped in that region, and only one by one the vehicles have been let out to go onto the particular road. So lots of buses coming from Kerala, Tamil Nadu have been stuck on that area. So passengers are expected to be delayed in arriving at the scheduled points. This is the situation at present over there, and the police are trying now to ensure that they are able to remove the damaged vehicles from the road. But at present, it is still lying on the road, and it is causing a huge traffic block in that area. Akshita.
Right, Verghese, also any word on whether the lorry driver has been taken into custody?
Well, at present, there's no word regarding the lorry driver. The police are at the spot. They've come and they're trying to investigate and find out how this, from talking to the local people, how this accident has occurred. Most of them say that it is a lorry driver who rammed the vehicle into the auto, and it was a slow-moving auto, and it was not at great speed also. And because to avoid those lorries, when the Volvo buses also tried to avoid crashing into the lorry, and they crashed onto the dividers on the road. But the problem is that both the buses are lying in a haphazard manner, and because of which the traffic has hit, and there are other buses and interstate trucks that are also coming in that have been caught in this traffic snarl. Akshita.
Right, Varghese, thank you so much for joining us with all those details. But quite a bit of chaos being witnessed in Nelamangala. There, this is on NH4, where we understand that an auto was travelling on this highway. A lorry behind rammed into the auto, bringing the traffic to a standstill. However, there were two buses that were travelling right behind, two Volvo buses, and to avoid ramming into the lorry, they too swerved and stopped. So we understand that one bus ended up on the median and the other was in the side. We understand that some people have been injured. They've been rushed to the hospital. They were all sitting inside that particular auto is what we understand. But traffic has come to an absolute standstill, keeping in mind that there is a lorry parked there. The two buses are still lying out there on the road. So it's become almost impossible for traffic to move on this particular road. Fortunately, no one's been killed, and a serial accident coming to light simply because of the carelessness of one man, and that is, of course, the driver of that tanker. And of course, the police are in the spot right now. They have gone ahead and ensured that they get in some heavy vehicles as soon as possible to go ahead and push away these buses from the road so traffic can move freely. No word on whether they have taken the lorry driver into custody, but they would like to conduct their own investigations before they go ahead and conclude who was responsible.